Hello, this is Bwat. Welcome to the Push Start Pub. Today we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of shit involving the PlayStation.
Whoa. You skipped the whole thing that we do at the beginning of every podcast. You had one job.
I'm not even on the
What is that?
podcast, and I could do it right now.
Welcome to the Push Start Pub, your home for news and reviews on games and brews.
There it is.
Yeah, I
Thank
knew
you.
that part. I was getting to it. I was doing the intro first.
I was just gonna do
and
it.
then I was going to get to that right
I
before
was gonna do
I was
it.
going to get that right before I introduce you guys. but
Welcome to the podcast. Fucking ruined.
Fine.
That's it.
On to this. Today, I'm here. Also, John's here.
Yes, I
also,
am.
returning guest Rob McCarthy.
Yay!
Fuck off. Podcast's done.
We're off to a great start.
That was the shortest one we've ever done.
Yeah? We're finished.
Yes. Like, what? A minute and a half? It's a lot like my sex life. Just
You lucky bastard. We're actually trying something new, and we're going to put this out on YouTube as well. Rob McCarthy right now is currently playing a game called Journey, which is supposed to be able to... You should be able to finish it within 2 hours. And it has like a combination of motion controls, and you can use the stick if you want.
Wow. It's not quite side-scrolling.
This
No.
looks amazing. Now, to give you some perspective, I don't own a machine newer than the PlayStation 2.
Which is perfectly fine.
So this is like some space age shit.
So he was looking at the controller like it was devil magic.
I did. The PS4 has a trackpad on the controller, and I was like pressing it like 5,000 times.
He started licking it a little bit.
I don't think I actually used that outside of maybe... I played some Killzone and then whatever.
Whoa.
Yeah, this game's absolutely beautiful. As of yesterday, it was $9 on the PlayStation Store, so I'm like, I gotta get this for the podcast. We gotta try doing a video podcast. So this week we're gonna have an audio, a YouTube video podcast, and we're gonna be on iTunes.
Wait, where's the video recording?
On my computer.
Oh, I
I'm
didn't
doing-
know that. So everyone can... Oh, man, I'm all grungy. Okay.
It's fine.
No, they don't see us.
They see that.
They see this. Don't worry.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool.
So they'll see you know how to play a video game, maybe.
I don't know what's more embarrassing, the fact that you look grungy or the fact that they're watching you play a video game right now.
Trust me,
Yeah.
as someone that's been recording Let's Plays for like maybe a year and a half, 2 years, you get used to people saying that you suck at video games.
I've been telling you that for a while now.
It's much more difficult to record an audio track while playing a game because it's split focus.
I
But
got walking down pretty well, and that's
Yeah.
the only control you've learned
that's
so
what
far.
that's why I did this game, because there's like no controls. All you're doing is just exploring this beautiful world and hoping that my PS4 doesn't make enough noise that it kills everything in the world, because it was humming.
Rob, I gotta say, you have nice legs. Look at them legs. Very nice. Also, I like your poncho. I'm not sure what that is.
My
but
hijab, whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
if you want to be
So,
like PC about it.
In this game, I'm pretty sure I think... Oh yeah, excellent. You can fly a little bit in this game.
That's
when you get scarf pieces? Maybe?
Are they going to follow me around? Because I'm leaving.
I have no idea how any of it works.
I don't know
Anyway,
where I'm going.
Watson?
Rob, what are you drinking?
What am I drinking? I am drinking... Alright, I'll try to play and talk at the same time.
I know, it's not the easiest.
From Rogue, I'm drinking the Dead Guy Ale.
Nice.
That's an awesome beer.
I think that's
It is. It's nice. It's very... I just picked it up. It's... let me try. Hold on. It's nice. It's got some... You can taste the hops. It's got a nice color to it. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty boozy too.
I feel like I don't know how to review beer or what to taste for.
Neither do I.
I wish I could taste beer like the Ben and Jerry's guy. Have you ever seen that video?
No.
That's hysterical. He's just like, he puts the ice cream on the spoon and like he's all scientific about it, and then he puts it in his mouth. But once the ice cream's in his mouth, he just does this. And then he doesn't stop. And he's talking through it. He's like,
you can do that too, but you know,
I could.
you wouldn't have anything to follow it up with.
Just an hour and a half of...
Oh, God.
Yeah, that would sound fantastic.
Oh, I flew. Okay.
Yeah. So I think what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to try to collect more scarf pieces, but you can explore whatever. I don't think there's a rhyme or reason to most of this stuff. Ooh, I don't know what that does.
I don't either.
you can shout and some stuff happens, apparently.
Whoa.
Yeah, this game's kind of cool. It doesn't give you any directions, really, other than, like, what a control does. Anyway, John, what are you drinking? What are you playing?
Well, you didn't ask Rob what he's playing.
Yeah, man.
Well, Rob's playing Journey right now.
Okay, fair enough.
It's also an update from the last time I was here, which is like 4 or 5 weeks ago. I'm out of scarves. I received Final Fantasy VII.
Yay!
That I ordered after listening to this podcast. That I ordered out of shame. It's for the PlayStation 1, by the way, because I'm sure most of us know that they're remaking it for PlayStation 4.
That will come up later.
Yeah.
And your expertise will be needed.
Right. So I'm playing the PlayStation 1. I haven't finished it yet, but I am enjoying it. There's a lot of things it's surprising. There's some things. It's actually very comical.
Yeah.
There's a lot of humor in it. It's very open and easy to understand. Ooh, jeez.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a dust storm, and you're going right into the middle of it.
Yeah, I'm blown a bit.
Final Fantasy.
There's some scarves. Get some scarves.
It's also just a hair racist, just a little bit.
Just enough.
Final Fantasy VII. Just because there's one of the main characters is a black guy with a machine gun for a hand. And his
what's that shiny thing?
his English is very different from everyone else's.
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
Because it's the other characters are like, all right, we set up the charges and we're ready to blow this thing, and then his English is, all right, you ready, dog?
Yeah, the Japanese are definitely kind of racist that way. Not in like a bad way. I think it's more of just like a lack of
black people in that country.
Yeah, it's just a lack of experience with actual. They don't really have the. What's going on here?
I have no idea, but
Woo!
Oh, there's a whole shitload of these things.
Flee! Oh, can I just say, I googled the heavy rain glitch that you were talking about because I was listening on my computer. That is the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen. It's this very intense dialogue, and then just a man who can't stop screaming Sean. Like I'm gonna like reenact this when you're asking each other what you're drinking and playing, so that people can understand because it's too funny.
It was pretty good, and it kept getting funnier too.
Yeah.
First I thought it was gonna be him like when you found the kid, just keep yelling Sean, but no, it kept going when the other person shows up and it gets intense. Yeah, that was hysterical. I was laughing pretty hard watching that.
Sean!
I think we're meeting Voldemort here.
Yeah, my PS4 is making a fuckload of noise, so I'm gonna remove the blanket that I was using to... Yeah, sorry, PS4 is making a lot of noise, so I was removing the thing I was using to dampen the sound, so if you hear anything that sounds like...
Sean!
Yes, or going through a wind tunnel...
Sean!
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 Sean! Hey, Sean!
Yes.
Anyway, Watson, to answer
Sean!
your earlier question, I am drinking
Sean!
something new that I picked up here.
Sean!
Two Roads Holiday Ale.
Sean!
More boozy than I thought it was going to be.
Two Roads Holiday Ale?
Yes.
The company is Two Roads.
Company is Two Roads, yeah. I've had their variety pack before. They make really good beer. This is definitely no exception. Lighter than, I thought it'd be a little bit darker. I guess that's still pretty dark. Kind of an amber color. Kind of a nice, sort of fruity, spicy beer. A little bit like a saison kind of flavor to it, but kind of caramely. Very, very drinkable. Pretty good for the holidays, I'd say. Like a good, winter day.
And what are you playing?
So, really not much.
Because honestly, I don't give a fuck about beer.
I know what you mean.
I can tell from the Rolling Rock in your hand right
Yeah. I mean, usually I get something nicer. Just, I forgot I had this, and I was like, I'll drink it.
By the way, I'm just going to start writing, a fuck ton of beer reviews just to spite you.
Go for it.
They're all going to go up in the Push Start Pub, and I'm just, every day.
I'm sure someone will read them.
Here's this
I'm
review.
sure they will. Probably more people read them than watch your Let's Plays. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we could have a little competition here. Sounds like a little challenge.
I would read them. I'm trying hard to learn more about beer.
I mean, I make them pretty, drinker friendly.
So...
What's the safest?
So what am I playing? I'm playing,
Also, are you trying to fly through it? What the fuck's going on in this game right now? I don't know.
Whatever it is.
Sorry.
It works. It's fine. It works.
Yeah, we're fine. Everything's cool.
Any hoozle.
mostly just Halo 5 multiplayer.
Yeah,
actually, that's not entirely true. I picked up. Me and my brother started playing some of the Halo 2 co-op campaign,
Nice.
The remastered edition, anniversary edition, I guess you'd say. And it's like, I mean, graphically, it's almost on par with Halo 5, honestly.
Yeah, it was really well done.
It's super well done. And like Halo 2, it has its quirks and it has its kind of glitchy stuff, but some of the dual wield, if you can like figure out the right combination, it's pretty awesome. It becomes like pretty fun to just kind of ruin the flood with
Sean!
SMG and a pistol or
See, I can do it too.
double SMGs.
Sean?
And Watson, we all know that you're drinking Rolling Rock.
Yeah, I am.
Because I screamed it at the people listening.
Yes, more or less. And I am playing a lot of PS2 stuff. PS4. Got back into Bloodborne a little bit, although I've yet...
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Not John. Sean. Oh, is that a bridge? What the fuck's going on there? No, I don't know what's happening. Or you're super absorbing it and going Super Saiyan kimono guy.
What the fuck is going on right now?
I don't know, but it's absolutely beautiful. Whatever you're doing correctly.
Follow them!
Sorry, we're getting distracted. Anyway, yeah, I'm playing Bloodborne, but I haven't got the DLC yet, because I'm really nervous about playing a New Game Plus, because that's going to rip my ass.
Ugh, phrasing.
Have you watched it in the game? You can get absolutely destroyed in that thing. I don't feel like dying all that much.
Speaking of ass.
Yeah?
Back to front, really?
Yeah. I find it the most efficient way.
That's like a YouTube song waiting to happen.
Someone should. Give me the money and I'll give you those rights.
Balls cup, back to front, that's the way I like to dump.
Well done, sir. So yeah,
You have a hit.
I'm also playing some Killzone Shadowfall. I think that's what it's called. That's okay. It's not great, but it's... I think we played a little bit of it Chris's, like, a year ago, and I'm like, oh, it could be fun, and then I'm like, oh, it's mediocre. But I played a little bit of Rocket League and some Halo 5 multiplayer. That's about all I got.
Oh, there's another of me.
Oh, yeah, there's another Scarf dude, although his scarf is infinitely bigger than yours, and you should be jealous.
The size doesn't really matter.
Have you seen the size of that guy's scarf?
It's really just how you use it. I mean,
Yeah, well, we don't know how to use it.
that's a fair point.
I don't know how the game works. But you're talking with the dude, that's cool. Maybe he'll share some scarf with you. Oh, I think your scarf might have gotten a little bigger. Yeah, anyway. So.
Well, okay.
Lord of the Dead.
Good segue.
We're getting so
Rocket
distracted
League-
by this game because it's fucking beautiful and cool.
Rocket League is coming to Xbox One.
Very true, but there will be no compatibility with the PC or the PS4, like the other versions of it, because you can do crossplay. There's no crossplay for the Xbox One for some reason.
Which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
But
You'd probably have to patch into the other games or something. I don't know. I don't know how things work.
yeah, I mean, wow.
There must be a way to absorb those things permanently, and I couldn't tell you how.
I'm so lost, but
Go to that bridge.
Just trying to run to things that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah. This is a mystery game where you just run around and look for shiny stuff. I think that's what you're actually supposed to do. Just find something shiny.
Will do.
Awesome.
Or I'll just run into that thing.
Just run into a sand dune and be like, oh, well, I'm stuck now. The game's done.
Yeah. For Watson, for someone that's played a decent amount of Rocket League, which I can only imagine that you have, what's some
yeah, a little
advice
bit.
you would give to newcomers of the game? Because I've only played it like once at Chris's, haven't really given it a thorough playthrough at all, like, in terms of multiplayer. What's some good advice for the people who are about to take on Rocket League on Xbox One?
Play the game like everyone else on your team's a fucking idiot.
Okay.
I know that's not the best way to say it, but you'll have to think that people on your team are going to just randomly hit you with stuff and be an asshole. So if you think that the other team's your biggest obstacle, it's your own team. Just, my advice is to sit back, let them bash it around in the corner, and just get rebounds and score. So that's honestly the best and easiest way to get goals.
But I think that's assuming you're not playing with other people. Because
And
if
assuming
you have a team,
yeah,
then you
if
can
you-
have a strategy.
Yeah, like if you're playing with people, you have one person defend, you have one person attack, and have one person, like, in the middle that just sits back sits back and gets the centering ball.
Problem.
You're definitely missing a bridge here.
So yeah, Rob is almost got this puzzle down. He just needs to find one more bridge. Maybe use those over there.
That's what I'm thinking.
That would be a good idea. Also, I see a shiny thing over further into the sand, but you might not be able to get there yet.
Now, Watson, you left out one major part. What if you are, in fact, the asshole?
Then I don't like you.
Well, no, I'm asking. It's probably you, is what I'm saying. What if you're the asshole?
I'm not the asshole. I don't really do anything douchebaggery in that game. I sit back and wait for my opportunity.
Okay.
It's one of the few games where I don't feel compelled to be an asshole, like in Helldivers, where it's honestly a delight to kill other people. I kill teammates like it's a sport.
You are just a sick bastard.
Well, that's just funny, because anything that has team killing is really funny to me.
Yeah, that makes you a sick bastard.
It makes for good entertainment.
No, it doesn't. Playing a video game the way it's supposed to be played is good entertainment.
Yeah, sure.
Killing your teammates in a video game is just sadistic.
It's kind of funny.
I'm gonna disagree with you there.
Oh, let's see what that shiny thing is, and then go back to the bridge.
I will go to the bridge, but I noticed things from far away, so...
No, definitely hit it up.
Gonna fight the winds.
So, there was a little thing called the PlayStation Experience this past week.
Ah.
I think that's what it's called. It was like it was a game expo. But before we talk about that, which is like the main thing I wanted to talk about this week, did you hear about what happened to Kojima at the Game Awards?
Yes, I watched the Game Awards.
Really? I have no idea who won anything other than like gaming celebrity. That was Greg Miller from Kind of Funny Games.
Well, Game of the Year was Witcher 3.
Yeah, okay.
Which I
not my cup of tea.
I think Developer of the Year as well, I believe.
Most likely. I think it was only between like a few games.
Yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot of diversity in most of the stuff that was categorized, I guess. Anyway.
But yeah, Kojima was the lawyers at what's it called?
Konami?
Konami, yeah.
The guys that made all the Metal Gear games.
They would not allow Kojima to go.
Yep, he was not allowed to go to a game ceremony in which I'm pretty sure he won an award.
Yes.
Wait, why?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Well, he used to work with... His production studio used to work with Konami, and then he just... I don't know if it was mutual. It was mostly Konami. It sounded like they were being schmucks, but they...
it sounded like it was mostly Konami, yeah.
There's this whole thing in the gaming community where they got rid of him, and it was a really, really bad breakup, and they're not doing, like, Metal Gear stuff or whatever. It was this whole thing with... Do you know what PT was?
PT?
Yeah, there was a horror game that was, like, super popular. It was a playable trailer, or playable teaser. Is that what it was called?
Yeah, it was... one of the two.
And it was, like, a playable teaser for Silent Hills, which was obviously a sequel to Silent Hill. And it was going to star Norman Reedus and be directed by Quentin Tarantino, or at least produced by him a little bit. And that whole thing went to shit because Konami was like, nah, fuck you guys, and just got rid of Kojima. So yeah, they're just kind of being an asshole to him.
Because I don't know if anybody played that, but it was scary as fuck.
Yeah,
it was like
pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was that whole thing, and to be honest, I've heard that Kojima is like a little eccentric and kind of hard to work with. He'll just spend a lot of money on things.
You need one more shiny thing.
Oh, you do need one more shiny thing.
Where do I...
Maybe shiny over there? I don't know.
What happens when I do that? Haha!
You shined a lot of stuff. But yeah, there's a whole spiel with that. I don't really know. Nothing... It's a complicated relationship.
Yeah, and I think it got
that makes no sense.
I think it got a lot more backlash in like the gaming community than probably it actually really caused. Like, I don't think it was really that big of a deal, but, you know, everyone in the gaming industry kind of took up arms.
I think the whole... Like, I was okay with, like... Yeah, games get canceled and stuff like that, and whatever, but...
Are we seeing dialogue right now?
No, there's no dialogue in this game at all.
What?
Interesting.
It's all cutscenes and just, like, seeing things. It's an entirely visual game. There's no dialogue.
Cool.
Although the music's supposed to be pretty good, but we can't really listen to that.
It looks like a Miyazaki,
Miyazaki,
sorry.
Yeah, it kind of does.
A little bit, yeah. It won like it came out in 2012 originally on the PS3, and it won this is Journey, by the way, and it won a bunch of awards. It's like,
I believe it.
yeah, it's really beautiful and really cool. Huh. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to get that Kojima thing out because like, not letting him go to an awards ceremony, it's kind of shitty. Like the rest of the stuff, yeah, that's business, but it's an award ceremony. Let the guy go. He probably won something. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is kind of shitty, but there is this whole legal side to things that we don't see and don't understand.
Like, there's a no-compete clause, which ends in a month or two, I want to say, but I'm surprised that went on to, like, a award ceremony. That seems weird, but
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is.
So, did you, either of you see anything about the PlayStation experience? We'll go on to that real quick.
Not really, no. Rob and I just briefly watched the new Ratchet & Clank trailer, which looks pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It looks really nice.
It does.
Yeah. There's actually, I saw the one you were looking at. There's a newer trailer, and it's like a gameplay demo. It looks exact, and it seems like it's going to feel exactly like the old ones. And I'm very, very excited for that. Because I haven't played a Ratchet & Clank game in a long time, and I heard the ones on the PS3 weren't fantastic. So I'm grateful that they're going back to what they do best, which is just random, like, crazy weapons and throwing wrenches at people and jumping and slinging all over the place.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. That game is super dynamic. There's so much you can do. There's a lot of kind of cool features that make it stand out from a lot of games in that genre. I guess if you can even put it in a genre, per se. But I'm excited. I mean, I don't have a PS4, but I'm excited to see it and how it develops, because I think it will be, with this new generation of consoles, I think it'll be even better, like physics-wise and capabilities and just overall features. Probably be way heavier in new options, which I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah, definitely. It looks really cool.
I mean, I don't think I'd pick up a PS4 for it, but
it was like half the reason I got a PS4, because I wanted to. It was a combination of wanting to play Last of Us, new Ratchet and Clank coming out, and No Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's Sky is really
those were my big things for getting a PlayStation, and like more stuff came out that I'm like super pumped about. Like Journey now looks really cool. I'm incredibly glad I got Bloodborne, because now it's one of my favorite games of all time. And like,
do I have a was it a dragon or a kite? Or...
It looks like a dragon kite moccasin.
Moccasin.
I don't know.
Moccasin.
I'll take it. Sure.
Why not?
So, Rob, you were talking about Final Fantasy VII.
I did. I watched that new trailer.
What did you think?
Good things and bad things.
Let's start with the good and end with the bad.
The good things, it looks fantastic.
Visually, yes.
I had no doubt that it looks fantastic. The gameplay looks interesting. I mean, it certainly...
it went from turn-based to action RPG.
Yeah, that could still be fun.
Yeah, I'm sure it could be. And it might have some... ooh, you're riding the dragon now.
Oh, I'll take it. Okay.
Got a whole bunch of dragon moccasins.
Also, the trailer has, you can hear the voice acting in it, and that it didn't bother me like it has in past Final Fantasy games. Like Final Fantasy X, the voice acting was just comical at best.
Was the black guy as racist as he was in the original?
No, he sounded like a chill dude.
All right, so it's not. So you heard it here first. It is not an accurate representation of the first one. It's not as racist.
You're right. No,
it's a total shame.
It seems, and the settings seem pretty true to the original, from what I can gather. My biggest fear is that I just really hope they don't do what they did with Final Fantasy 13, which is turn it into a hallway game. Which is you start at one end of the hallway, and you go to the other end of the hallway, and then once you pass that part of the hallway, you go through a door, and then there's another hallway you have to run through. Like, Final Fantasy is supposed to be expansive and open and dynamic like that, and when you're constricted to just running from this end to the other end, you lose a lot of the exploration in the game. And that's a big part of, like, the sandbox games work is that being able to do multiple things at a time.
Right.
So I don't want to feel like I'm on railroad tracks at the end of the story. I want to go about it the way I want to go about it.
Well, I think their plan is to do it that way. But did you hear the other news about Final Fantasy VII?
Other news?
Yes, right after that trailer came out,
Does Cloud get a haircut?
No.
Does he look less ridiculous?
They announced that the game is going to be broken into parts. It is going to be episodic.
How, you mean like in discs, or do you mean in like it's going to be chapter 1, here you go, or am I going to have to wait for part 2 like the Hunger Games movies? How does this work?
What I'm thinking is that it is more similar to have you ever played any of the
there we go.
Good job. Have you ever played any of like the Telltale games? Like Walking Dead or anything like that?
So I haven't played the Walking Dead game, no.
Well, those are episodic. Like, one episode will come out, and it'll be like, I don't know. I'm sure this will be longer. But
is it like you have to pay for each episode?
Or you buy, like, a season pass. So what they said is, like, it's going to be broken into parts. I don't know how many, but each part will be, like, a game unto itself, or, like, game lengthwise.
Okay.
So it's kind of like how, what was it? Final Fantasy VII was broken into, what, 4 discs or something like that?
3.
3? I think they're going to try to do... They're, like,
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that was back in the day.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, I got the 3 discs. Listen to this bullshit magic trick I have to do in order to play the game. Disc 1 won't start by itself. I have to put in disc 2.
Do you have to
load the data?
put it in second and pop the
I
clutch?
have to, yeah, and then it'll tell me that the wrong disc is in, and then I have to pop it open and then put in disc 1, and then it works.
Wow.
Like, if it works, just play it.
I know it works.
That's the magic.
That's what really grinds my gears.
That's the magic of PlayStation 1 games.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the games back then, they were really long, and you couldn't fit that much data on them, so they had to be a few discs.
Yeah.
Like,
Shouts to multiple disc games.
Yeah. John,
Says Rob Collins.
have you ever played any Japanese games?
Yes. Probably.
Like what?
I mean, I've never played any of the Final Fantasy games, no. That's probably the most Japanese of them.
It's about as Japanese.
Resident Evil? I mean, that's like the Capcom games? Yeah,
technically, yeah.
Oh.
You mean like the pretty iconic, stereotypical Japanese games? No, I guess I really haven't.
So I was looking at a bunch of Japanese games that came out, and they're all like at least 60 hours long.
Frog Song the game.
No.
Frog Song.
There's a game called
hours.
There's a game called Akira's Trip, but it's spelled in a way that it says Akira Strip.
Nice.
And
I'm sure
I don't know what it's about, but it looks really weird and like vaguely sexual.
What about like Street Fighter?
Yeah, I guess that's Japanese.
Hey, of course it's Japanese.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Japanese as in culture, not like produced.
Yeah.
I've played like a lot of Japanese produced games. I'm talking about like crazy Japanese bullshit games.
No, I guess I have not really played crazy Japanese bullshit games.
They're interesting.
I bet. From the sound of it, like, I mean, how can they not be?
I actually think Journey might have had some Japanese production. I'm not 100% sure.
Shouts to the Japanese. You're into some weird shit, and we like it.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah, so that's weird that it's going to get broken up into episodic parts, but, you know...
I don't mind that.
It's not the worst. Like, it's a long game anyway, so...
Yeah, and I feel like every time you hit a new town in an RPG like that, it's like a new episode anyway. So it depends on how they do it.
It depends on how much of a time difference there is between, like, when everything's coming out.
Either way, I'm coming over to your house.
Yeah, I'm going to have to buy that friggin' game now, aren't I?
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm going to get sucked into it.
I'll pitch in. We'll tag team it.
Alright. And has anyone here ever played Psychonauts?
No, but I did see that they, sequel.
Psychonauts 2 is getting, I don't want to say Kickstarter because it's not Kickstarter. It's through Fig, which is weird because, like, you can either donate to it or you can invest in the company.
Don't you get a return on, like, some stuff?
Yeah, if you invest, you can get a return. but I don't know how it works, and it's weird. But it is kind of cool that Psychonauts 2 is out. I never played the original, but it's one of those cult classic things that I think Rob just died.
I hope not.
It looks like you might have. You fell off your dragon.
We'll see.
Can you die?
I think you might be able to. I'm not 100% sure.
No, I'm just...
Did it go to a cutscene again? It went to a different cutscene. Never mind.
I guess I'm trying to get to the big mountain.
I don't know what the point of this game is.
The point of this game is you uproot your life, you abandon your family and friends.
It's the story of Moses wandering the desert for 40 years.
Like, look at... You're shiny now. You're...
Sand surfing?
And your towel, and I mean scarf, is like...
Towel? I'm sure there's a proper name for
that was
these
not
things.
PC, I don't think.
Scarf. It's a scarf. It's much longer now.
It's like a tallis. Come on.
So there's some like really cool stuff that came out of PSX, including
Not limited to.
Dark Souls 3. Did you see the trailer I sent?
No. No, I didn't.
So basically...
If you tell me to do something, I usually don't do it out of principle.
Yeah, but it's cool stuff. So basically, you're like... Someone's randomly throwing giant spears at you, and you're on some walkway, and then, like, 5 seconds later, you get into this, a big open area, and whenever there's a big open area in any of the From Software games, it's a boss fight.
Duh.
Oh.
Come on, everyone knows that.
Sure. So basically, you walk in there, and a giant ent essentially attacks you. But
Nice.
it's like... Chris said it was like birthing something from in it, and it looked
Jesus.
really weird.
Yeah, that sounds
It was
weird.
intense.
That makes me uncomfortable.
It's
Thinking about trees giving birth? Nah, not my thing.
it's crazy.
We've got a lot of video game news this week.
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what was going on last week.
We had nothing.
You were all over the place.
I was waiting for PSX so that we could talk about PlayStation stuff, because like honestly nothing was happening the past few weeks. But now like we got Destiny Sparrow races.
Drink.
Yay!
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's been a while. You know,
I haven't played it in like a month and a half.
booted it up the other day. Yeah,
No,
I've been off the sauce for so long.
I'm officially done. I have enough stuff on the on the PS4, and
You're retiring from Destiny?
yeah,
Well, drink.
like when yeah.
I'll run to that thing.
I'll just play Halo from now on. Or I'll go back to Bloodborne, I'll buy the DLC at some point. Maybe I'll play this game. I got the Order 1886 that I can play. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I have like the Metro Last Light and Metro 2033 that I need to play. I have a whole bunch of stuff.
Did you see, a little bit more game news? I mean, you probably might have seen it before, but at the Video Game Awards, they had a pretty awesome trailer for the new Far Cry.
Yeah, that looked really cool.
It looks badass. It looks really cool.
You can control a bear
Yes.
Yeah.
and an owl.
Dream accomplished.
You can, like, throw spears. It just was, like, really cool. It's, like, very, it's along the same lines as that game Wild that Chris was talking about.
I never ended up watching the trailer for
You should.
that.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, I'll probably I have to catch up on some of that stuff because like.
And honestly, I'm really glad because Far Cry, for a while I think it was getting kind of stale.
Now they're trying something new.
Yeah, because for a while they're doing like the same old shit, and it just kind of like, all right, cool, you're on an island, there's like terrorist dudes, whatever.
I did it.
And then,
Yay.
and now they went completely 180,
Oh, yes.
and now you're pretty much like a caveman,
through the gate.
Which looks really cool.
like dodging saber-toothed tigers and
you can ride a
mammoths.
Yeah, you
and-
can ride a woolly mammoth and charge with it. That looked really cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. If you haven't seen it, check out the trailer. What was it? Far Cry
Primal.
Primal? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the things you wanted to do when you were 5, now available.
Pretty much.
Ride a woolly mammoth. Do it.
It does look really cool though. Like, what was it? The other thing? Did you see the trailer for 100-foot robot golf?
Did not,
Yes.
but you have my attention.
So essentially, it's 100-foot tall robots playing golf throughout like the Earth and outer space. Apparently, it's essentially giant, but like there's like a fighting aspect to it.
That was some silly looking
It
stuff.
looked really interesting. I think it's gonna be the next.
Oh.
It might be the next Rocket League at this rate.
Can we
'cause
take a
it's-
second to look at this and try to think of another game that has something like this.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I highly recommend playing this game, Journey, for the PS3 and PS4.
Oh my god.
It's just really pretty, and I have no idea what the story is. I don't know if there's a story, but it's just really cool to look at.
Yeah. Anyway, 100-foot golf with some silly looking. The trailer looked kind of funny. It reminded me of like 90s Melee games, kind of.
Yeah.
With the golf aspect in it.
Yeah, because there's
Okay.
there's obviously golf, and it's like kind of there's like a point where you were hitting a drive off of the moon onto the Earth, but there's also a part where you were wrecking a city and fighting another robot. That's just goofy looking. It's really cool cinematography though.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Art direction in this game is incredible.
Yes. Oh my god.
I think it won an. Oh, there's another guy behind you. You got a bro.
Oh, no, are these other players?
No,
Okay.
I think it's NPC or something. I think he's trying to talk to you. Anyway, yeah, there's just so much cool stuff that came out, including. Well, this was actually after. Do you know what System Shock is?
No. Oh, I remember you talking about this.
It's essentially like the prequel series before BioShock. It's a spiritual successor to BioShock, or the spiritual predecessor, I guess. Because who's it that made BioShock? Not
Infinity Ward?
No, that's Call of Duty.
Not Infinity Ward.
Excuse me.
Not Insomniac. Something with an I.
Irrational Games.
Irrational Games. That was their like first big game. This morning, I think it was either this morning or yesterday morning. That System Shock 3 got announced. And it was announced by like a website just saying System Shock 3. And that was it.
Okay.
It was just like they had a website and it just said that on the front page. So that's really interesting. I don't know who's making it. It's not Irrational Games. So I'm intrigued.
Irrational Games broke up, I think.
Yeah.
They're no longer...
I think there's someone existent.
They're now very rational.
Well,
Yeah.
they're now Rational Games. It's completely different. No, I think some of the guys created their own, like, kind of little developing company, but, yeah, I mean, I think as an entity, Rational Games does not exist.
More or less. I think there's like a couple of people left. They're probably doing some like random projects, dev projects or something like that. I don't know how it works. But like there's just...
Well, there was that thing for, was it the Black Glove or whatever?
Maybe.
Whoa.
I don't remember.
They try to get this thing going, and it pretty much getting it off the ground. I think they might go on to Kickstarter, and they're gonna like. They said it's not entirely dead. They're gonna reboot it eventually when they have more stuff to show, and hopefully get a better crowdfunding. I want to say it was called was it the Pink Glove or the Black?
No, it definitely wasn't the Pink Glove.
It might have been.
It was either the Dark Glove or the Black Glove or something like that. And there was also like part of the team that branched off and did that. They're doing a game about that deaf girl in a haunted house.
Deaf girl?
Yeah. Blind girl. Because you smack your stick and it's
right,
the
yeah.
Sonic thing. We were talking about that months
Helen
ago.
Keller's Haunted Mansion?
Yes.
That's the one. That's the one.
Helen Keller's Haunted Mansion. Awesome. I wish I had a pen. I wish I had a
your
pen.
title for this one.
I wish I had a pen to write that down.
Man.
Damn it! Now I'm gonna have to listen through this again and figure out what to write.
Oh no!
Oh no!
What
I'll
a
have
horrible thing to do
Hard, like,
producing.
don't you-
Oh no!
phone?
I have to work. Oh, I don't know where my phone. My phone's in my pocket.
'Cause,
I'll put it in the notes.
I'm gonna take that moment real quickly while Watson's distracted by a screen.
Everything.
Yeah. Just a little bit of beer news. Rob, you mentioned this.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier. So InBev has like now come out with this like new incentive to pretty much get distributors of like, you know, their products, so you know Budweiser and the likes, to incentives to sell their beer more than craft beers.
Yeah.
So they're trying to like pretty much push craft beer out of the market and get better numbers for themselves, because I think their numbers have dipped a little bit.
Who's this? Bud?
Yeah, InBev. So AB InBev. You know, Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
Budweiser, Bud Light, Michelob Ultra. all those.
The biggins.
Yeah, exactly. So they had this thing. So now they decided that distributors whose beer sales are 98% InBev brands can get as much as $1.5 million in rebates, as long as they don't also sell some popular craft brews as well. So basically, they're making it so it's like, oh, if you sell our stuff, it'll be cheaper for you. You'll get a little bit of a deal, save some money. Like you'll probably make money off the deal, as opposed to craft breweries where they probably can't afford to give great prices to distributors or like stores, and they might even sometimes lose money. So
basically offering more to retailers if they stop selling craft, right?
Right, exactly. So they want, all these liquor stores and, supermarkets that do sell beer to, promote their stuff more so that they can get money back, which to me is a real dirtbag move.
I mean, they're trying to get the market back because they're losing it.
It's a crap move, and it's exactly what a giant company would do.
Exactly. And after that big merger, they're already kind of close to monopolizing the beer industry, and this is just one kind of power move that really pisses me off.
Yeah.
You know what grinds my gears? That.
Well, no, it's I have no problem with InBev as a company, whatever. They're a big craft brewery. Good for them. Whoever started them, however long ago, good on you. You've made a behemoth of the beer industry. Cool. But when you try to push out the little guy, which is what America was based on, the microbrews and craft breweries, when you try to push them out, that kind of takes away from the whole awesome budding craft beer industry. It really upsets me. And also, another thing is that this is kind of cool and sort of related. A record 4,144 breweries now offer their libations within the United States. 4,144 breweries. So that number hasn't been reached since 1873.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So there were 4,000 something breweries in 18. Was it? Or were they breweries, or was it people who own bathtubs?
Well, a little bit of both. But the point stands is that microbrewing used to be a bigger deal, and then the wars happened, and all the people that were brewing had to go to war.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of when Anheuser-Busch really took over, and Bud Light became a big deal because Bud Light was pretty much developed because all the men who were at war would drink kind of heavier beers, and the only people that were left in the States were the wives. So they made a light beer to appeal to the wives of soldiers. And that's kind of where light beer really got its start. And so because of that, and then Prohibition, microbrews, craft breweries, totally lost their traction.
Yeah.
And so now, finally, after all this time, we've finally gotten back to the number of breweries we had in 1893. 1873, sorry.
Good.
So
God bless America.
Yeah, right? That's fucking awesome. Cheers to that. I'm really kind of happy about that.
Shouts to... Oh, I just cheered an empty glass.
That's okay.
Watson, fix me. I'm playing.
What am I doing?
But shouts to every microbrew for following a dream and keeping the American dream going.
Yeah, exactly. And that is exactly why I'm even more like that.
Here you go.
Magnifies my level of anger with InBev right now. After hearing that news and being like, wow, cool, we finally have all these awesome microbrews.
That's not a great pour. That's like 99% head.
It's weird walking forward and pouring at the same time.
Yeah, a little bit. I probably should have been a bro and helped you out there, but oh well.
Watson, I know you don't have a whole lot of beer knowledge or know-how or really just appreciation at all.
First boss, maybe?
That being said, can you not appreciate the significance of the American craft brew industry?
Yeah, they're cool.
They're cool.
Yay! Hey, what do you expect from me? That's how I roll.
I guess that's what I expect.
Oh yeah, I don't know too much about this, but apparently Stone and,
my boys
and Sierra Nevada are making a combined IPA.
I like that.
Together.
I'm okay with this.
It's the NNS IPA. So
what does that stand for?
I'm not entirely sure. Maybe North and South, because they're both from California.
Huh.
Interesting.
So keep your eye and the other eye out for that, because I'm sure that's going to be very delicious.
Yeah, I kind of like...
I'm a big Stone guy, so...
Yeah.
I kind of like...
sauce, right? That's Stone?
No, that's Lord Hobo.
Oh, never mind. What's Stone? I've had Stone before, I just can't
Arrogant
remember.
Bastard. They used to have Sublimely Self-Righteous, and now that's gone from the face of Massachusetts.
Oh, man.
Their, Delicious IPA, which is gluten-free.
That's
or
alright.
mostly gluten-free.
Mostly gluten-free.
Yeah. It tastes good, though.
It's mostly harmless.
Yeah, exactly. Mostly harmless. Yeah, and I think beer collaborations, breweries, that's something that's become more and more popular, which I really like because it shows that there is some kind of camaraderie amongst these breweries and not so much just cutthroat competition.
It also helps to expand audiences by just collaborating.
Exactly. Like, if you're a Stone fan, and, well, I mean, most people probably know Sierra Nevada over Stone, but vice versa, if you're a Sierra Nevada fan and you see the collaboration, you're like, oh, I should probably check out these Stone guys. Which is totally good. Yeah, it's good publicity, and also it's just kind of cool because I think a lot of breweries have their own sort of style, their own personal taste from brewing. Like me and Chris brewed together kind of recently, and what I learned from brewing with Chris is that we do things completely differently. There's a lot of different things in our process that but even from the untrained eye would be like, wow, you're doing that different than he is. And I think probably in craft breweries, it's probably not so much the case. I'm sure everyone has a more scientific method, and that can be said. But there are these little kind of tweaks and little habits that brewers have that they use in their beers, and it will cause one aspect or kind of characteristic or another. And then if you use a different brewery, if you kind of combine forces, then you get a different beer, which is cool. I like that a lot.
So they will target you.
Yes.
You are being targeted.
Oh, good. You're
safe?
fine. You lit up the temple.
Jesus.
You
That was like
the
Shadow of the Colossus.
You beat Ragnarok. I don't know what that means. Well, I know that Ragnarok is death of gods, but I don't know what I was going for there. Anyway, but yeah, So, you're brewing versus Chris is brewing. Which one is Dave Myers approved?
A little bit of both. I think Dave Myers doesn't approve of anyone's brewing except his own.
Fair enough.
And then
sounds about right.
Even then, he doesn't like his for the first 20 seconds, and then he's like, "Oh, it's not bad actually."
Yeah.
I don't know anything about brewing beer, so.
Hey,
I could just walk in and go, how was your wort today?
I've witnessed it, so I know a general process, but I don't know anything about actually making it.
My roommate had a Mr. Beer kit in college, and what we did was we jimmied open the janitor's closet that you're not supposed to be able to open in your dorm.
Nice.
And we hid it in there, but he let it ferment really long, so this was dark, like twigs and leaves, dark. I had half a bottle and took a nap immediately afterwards.
Why did you not just keep it in like one of your closets? Is it really that?
Because it was underage dorm.
You can brew when you're 18.
Can't drink, but we intended to drink the brew afterward. That's the problem.
Well,
technicality.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the
semantics.
Probably college would not approve of that.
Right.
No.
But also, if you are 18, you can brew beer legally.
Also, the dorms were. I earned a trophy!
Yay!
The dorms were the dry dorms on the campus.
Okay. Well,
they were the moist dorms, but we were in the very dry dorms.
You should tell the story about the shoelace baby.
The shoelace. Oh God.
Sure. Shoelace baby.
So I was coming back from. There was one security guard at college. I went to college at Marist. Go Red Foxes. If anyone's listening to this, no one. So I was...
Share it with your friends. Give us a bigger audience.
I was going back to the dorms, and there's a security guard at the dorm, and her name is Yolanda, and I've known her since the first day I moved in, and we're really close. I'm like, how are you doing? And she's like, man, I've had a rough day. I'm like, what happened, Yolanda? What happened? And she told me, it's like, someone just had a baby. I'm like, someone in your family? She goes, no, someone in the dorm. I went, you have my attention. So apparently, and this is the worst way to have a baby, apparently someone was pre-gaming to go out on a Wednesday, said, I don't feel very good, went to the bathroom, baby.
What?
Birthed a child in the bathroom. Yup.
Yeah, I guess that'd be a rough day for all involved there, including the baby.
And apparently, like, they had to do, like, emergency stuff in the dorm room in order to make sure it was healthy or just, like, okay. So they had to apparently cut the umbilical cord with, like, a shoelace, because I guess that's how they tell you to do it.
Huh.
Yeah, and I didn't believe that part of it until I was at the gym the other day, and the basketball team was going by and, like, going into the lockers or whatever. Now, the basketball team, one of the basketball players was a roommate of that girl, and I didn't believe the story until, like, they're going into the locker room, and just before the door closes, I hear, and it was my shoelace too. Ka-chink. Ah.
Oh no.
So
that's my favorite story that anyone's ever told in college.
Shouts to that baby. You did it.
You survived.
The miracle at Mid-Rise dorm.
Would you ask for that shoelace back?
No.
I want to say that if I had to cut a baby's umbilical cord with a shoelace, I would say this baby needs protection.
Unless you wanted to frame it or something.
I mean, there's like
there's no good future for that baby.
Should I go over there?
There's
I have no idea.
there are, you know,
across.
Maybe there.
the juices of life are on that shoelace.
That's one way to put it.
I mean, that's the only way to put it. Life juices are on that shoelace. That's like something that, you know, you can't say very often.
What's on the shoelace? The miracle of childbirth.
What's your shoelace do? Oh, hold your shoes like tight? Oh no, mine separate a baby from their mother.
Do you think there's some shoelaces that are better for that than others?
Oh, definitely.
The cheaper the better, I want to say. Because
Probably.
those things just come off and slice instantly.
Yeah.
Like, you get the nice ones, they're like actually good. They're on there. No one's using those.
Like, definitely not. Remember, like, those, the curly elastic ones from, like, the 90s or early 2000s you didn't have to tie?
Velcro?
No, there's, like, the
You just pull them and it keeps your shoe tight.
yeah, they were, like, kind of, like, springs, like, curly.
Yeah.
I
don't know
That
those.
would be
I
bad.
had
You
those.
would not want that, I don't think.
No.
Probably not.
Probably
I think
not.
that'd be difficult to use.
Yeah. Okay, I think you have to jump on the jellyfishes, but I'm not 100% sure.
What happens if I go straight across?
Jesus
I've got
wins.
infinite.
You might have a little bit of infinite boost right now.
Yeah, you look pretty,
I'm pretty happy.
pretty golden.
high, gotta say.
Oh, it's fading. I don't know what's happening.
Whoa.
Yeah, this game's just magical in every sense of the word. Anyway, babies aside, I don't know if we talked about this last week. We might have. I'm not 100% sure. But PS4 is getting PS2 emulation.
Okay, yeah.
Did we talk about that?
Yeah, maybe briefly.
Yeah, say more on that, because I got kind of excited. Almost made me want to buy a PS4.
Almost. So the PS4 will have emulation of a handful of, whichever games they choose to develop. The PS4 will emulate those PS2 games. Like, right now they're emulating, I can't remember what one of them is. It's like Shadow Cloud or something like that. Apparently that was popular. I don't know what it is.
Shadow Cloud.
No one knows what it is.
Sounds familiar. But
Yeah, it's one of those games
quite.
that's probably a thing, but I can't remember. And like a bunch of
serious. Get it? It's a type of cloud. A serious.
Stop your life.
I want to.
But it's like that and a bunch of GTA games. But I'm assuming they're putting a lot more stuff out. I don't know what yet. But it's just gonna be like they're doing the same thing on the Xbox One, where they're just thinking you need to climb those things all
I'll
the
be
way to the
honest,
top.
guys. I'm a little confused at this point.
Just keep going up.
Yeah, you just
Keep
need to
going
keep
up,
going up.
But
You need to get to
where's-
the top of the tower and just keep climbing those bad boys.
Oh, haha!
Yeah, so I think more are coming out soon. I don't know which ones, but I wanted to say, which games on the PS2 do you remember that you want to come out on the PS4? Which games would you be like, I will buy PS4 so I can play those old games?
NBA Street.
That's not a bad call there.
I really don't have anything specific. Never had a PS2.
That's a shame.
PS2.
You missed out on one of the greatest things ever.
I doubt that very much.
There's a lot of
The
PS1
PS2 was a
games.
fantastic system.
It was.
They might be doing some PS1 emulation. I'm not 100% sure.
That would be good.
So I kind of have a little list here.
Did anyone play Jack and Daxter?
Right there. Right on top of my list.
Oh.
I
same
love
more.
I love that series. Jack 3 is maybe one of my favorite games of all time. Jack 2, on the other hand, I really enjoyed it. Hard as shit. That thing was just difficult at times.
My shit
but
was
still
not hard
loved it.
today.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes that'll happen. You never know. We're riding a dragon.
Yes.
But yeah, I have all the Jack and Daxter games. I want those.
You sure? It looks like a moccasin. Do you know what a moccasin is?
It's a shoe.
What made you think that the things before looked like a moccasin?
Well, I'm pretty sure I meant to say something totally different, but I went with moccasin and just stuck with it.
Okay. I can respect that, but I also think you're stupid at the same time.
It's both of those things.
I think I go here.
Just so we're on the
I
same
don't know.
page.
Every time I do one of these, the world gets a little brighter.
Yay! That's actually pretty cool. I like that.
Look at that dude's scarf.
I want his scarf. Look at
Their
you.
scarves are always bigger than yours, Rob.
No.
I don't mean that as an insult, but it's kind of an insult.
Sounded a bit insulty.
Yeah.
Look at you with your fab scarf and your proud ways.
Get back on the dragon.
We gotta wait for him to run around. Or maybe we don't. I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna go here.
You might just be able to go.
Yeah, looks like you're going pretty good. Oh god.
You'll make it. You're fine.
Yeah, you're good.
No, Rob, you fucked it
I
up.
lied.
Christmas is canceled. Okay.
But yeah, I also have Shadow of the Colossus, but I want there to be an option to not have an inverse. I hate those inverse controls.
What do you mean inverse?
Inverted.
Oh, or like X button means something else.
No, like
Up is down
the
and down
up
is
and
up.
down thing with the aiming.
Oh yeah.
That
I would like to see Shadow of the Colossus definitely on PS4 with better camera angles.
yeah, that's the whole thing. Like I wanted like slightly better controls with that game, and I don't know if they not remastered it, but it came out again on the PS3, which I still think is a shitty system. But I want to see if that game actually what they changed from that game, or if it's just a remastered version. But yeah, I would love to be able to play Shadow of the Colossus. And
Any Japanese RPG game.
well, apparently a new Final Fantasy X came out or is coming out on the PS4. Now you have to play it.
More Blitzball. God.
Yay, Blitzball! I like Blitzball.
Okay, here's what I want from Final Fantasy X if they remake it.
It's remade.
Better, like, just change the script entirely. Just better voice acting and a different script.
Basically, just don't do it.
Just less Blitzball, different voice acting. Can you make Liam Neeson be Titus? That would be amazing.
What is Blitzball?
The greatest game ever invented.
No!
Blitzball is fantastic. It's an underwater game in Final Fantasy X.
It doesn't make
I'll
any
show it to you.
sense.
It's
like,
so fun.
I'll play it and like my numbers don't matter. Cause like I'll just lose anyway. Yeah, there's prizes, but do you need them to complete the game? No.
It's fun though. It's so much fun.
Jeez.
If
Final
Monty-
Fantasy VIII Triple Triad. That was kind of a fun game.
I never played that.
It's like a card game, and like the rules are simple.
Okay, I can deal with that. I like a card game. I also
Did you die? Are you happy now?
I don't
it's
think so.
further increasing the story. I think
Which is I'm still not sure.
it's all like
I think I need
visual
I
based.
need to be like drastically more high. I think.
Thanks, Sean.
Well, not that I am right now, but I think that if I was, I'd be comprehending this game,
So
or at least enjoying it. I mean, not that I'm not.
It's
enjoying
super
it, but
beautiful and cool.
It's so beautiful. It's a really nice, like, well put together game. The artistic direction is incredible.
Now I want to play that other game.
I love the
What
kind
was
of
it?
whole like ruins, sort of ancient feel to
Yeah.
it. Really cool.
What was that other game we saw? Unfinished Swan.
Frog.
Unfinished Swan. That was something we saw before we started playing this game, and
that actually looked pretty cool.
It looked really interesting. So maybe next time we can do that.
Well, I chose this because this is like you can finish this in 2 hours. I'm like, we can fit that into the podcast.
Supposedly, but knowing how I play video games.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're pretty far along. I don't think there's like too much left in this
See,
thing.
because there's like people that would play this to its fullest and wander around for hours and hours trying to find everything.
Yeah.
And there's people that would just play it right through. So I mean, honestly, you can probably get it done in an hour and a half. No problem.
All right. Well, I am trying to plow through this game. So
I would also want SXX Tricky. I would love a remastered one of those on the PS4.
It's snowboard, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did anyone play Cool Borders?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
That was
Cool Borders.
Here we go.
I think I still have it.
I think I do too.
I think I've. What is it?
That should make a
Cool
comeback.
Borders 2? I think I have. Maybe 3. I can't remember.
Cool Borders 1. Play Yagi. Yeah.
Hey, let me. So Chris got my host up the other day. He was saying that someone at the PSX thing was wearing a Crash Bandicoot shirt.
Yeah, there's speculation about that. Nothing came of it.
Nothing came of it? That's
Nope.
a damn shame.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
I was never really into Crash as a game. I like Crash Team Racing. Crash Bandicoot was fun, but Crash Team Racing was the shit.
Oh no. The first Crash Bandicoot is one of the best games ever made.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played it.
Ooh.
I might have rented it, but that's about it.
You're gonna come over one day, we're just gonna beat the whole
I
thing.
honestly, back in the day on the PS1 and...
That's no easy feat.
No.
It would take a
Probably
while.
not,
We should
yeah.
do a 30-rack challenge and Crash Bandicoot.
30 rack crash challenge.
I'd be down,
I'm down
with that.
if you are.
We need a weekend, just like clear and like nothing to do.
Friday into Saturday, no sleep.
Maybe sure.
No sleep until the last level is beaten.
Oh, Rob, you gotta be careful here. I think the bad guy's back.
Those,
You have to get to the top of that mountain.
those things
I think you're actually close to the end of the game.
Seems that way.
That would be good, but not there yet.
Is there any other PS2 games? Because I have like 2 more that I'm like totally down with.
Let me. I have to think about my library of stuff.
I'm just gonna throw these out there.
Sure.
Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, because of the soundtrack. Have you ever
Okay.
played that game? It has
Yes.
2 songs by Hot Action Cop.
Hmm.
Fever for the Flavor and Going Down on It. They're super douchebaggy, but it goes along with the game so well. I love that game so much. I bought a race wheel for that on my PS2, and I think I still have it upstairs.
That does not surprise me at all.
Have you ever?
It's so much fun.
Have you ever played Burnout?
Yeah, dude.
That could be
Yeah.
really intense.
Yeah, I think I've played some of it. Wow, his scarf is so much longer than yours.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Now, I remember this. In order to not get blown back, I think you have to stand in front of those things, so that, like, it just knocks you back. Or, I can't remember if you stand in front of them, so, like, when you get blown back, you hit against it, or you stand in front of it so you don't take the brunt of the wind. It's one of the two.
That was about right. It's working.
I think it's either one of them is
Checks
fine.
out.
Look at this.
You're
Nor
doing
wind,
great.
Nor wind, nor rain, nor snow, nor wind.
Nice.
Nor scarves.
Nor scarves.
I also have NFL Blitz.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, yes.
I was gonna bring that up when we were talking about Blitzball. I was like, NFL Blitz? Because that is a great game.
And apparently they made a
You can
game-
now see the elbows pop.
Did you like Flamin' and Will played this a lot on their Xbox? Blitz the League, where you like play an entire season, and apparently you can like hire prostitutes to like sleep with the opposing team.
Stop it.
No, it's a thing, and you can like ring like
You can pull a New Orleans Saints right in NFL Blitz.
yeah, more or less.
Wait, sleep with the opposing team?
Yeah,
Why? What is that gonna do?
to keep them up all night.
Well, I heard having sex before a sports event is actually better for you.
I don't know.
The
They're also
testosterone
tired.
makes you perform better.
Yeah, but they're tired too, and they expelled a lot of that testosterone all over that girl.
Oh, gross.
It's like Rocky, women weaken legs.
But yeah, those are like my big ones. I was thinking like Spider-Man 2, if you ever played that.
No.
Because that had just the web swinging in that game's awesome, but like the licensing to get that going would be a fucking nightmare and a half.
Yeah. Jack and Daxter, I think, would be good.
Jack and Daxter is definitely I want them to make a new Jack and Daxter. But Naughty Dog has just so much shit going on right now that I don't think it's going to happen.
What do they have going on?
New Uncharted.
They just finished the new Uncharted. They're probably going to make a new Last of Us, or at least they should. I think they were planning on doing a Jack and Daxter 4, but then they did Last of Us instead. So maybe it's on the cards. I don't know.
Okay.
Naughty Dog's on the cards, on top of the cards.
Wait.
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure mine was right.
No, you said on the cards.
Yeah. In the cards?
In the cards.
Whatever. You didn't know what Jump the Shark meant, so we're even now.
Yeah, well, I just never have heard that before. In the cards is a pretty common phrase. Jump the Shark is a relatively new phrase.
It's not that new. It's like 50, 60 years old by now.
No.
I don't know when Happy Days was. That was the 60s? Yeah, it's like 50 years old.
Looks like it's not in the cards for me.
Not in the cards for me to Jump the Shark.
So that's about all I have in terms of stuff.
Nice.
It is.
Unless you guys want to talk about other things, like just PSX, and it's mostly go out there and look at some of the trailers and some of the footage and stuff. There's so many great games coming out. Ratchet & Clank is going to be amazing. Dark Souls 3 looks really cool. I have a fucking bottle opener.
What's wrong with that?
Because you're shooting it into my wall.
I did not shoot it into your wall.
John!
Have you seen... You know how many dents I have in my ceiling in the basement from doing that?
Yeah, that's your house.
Yeah, and I'm not like that... It barely hit the wall once. God.
Sean?
Sean!
Sean!
So it's Helen Keller's haunted house or Helen Keller's haunted fun house?
Helen Keller's haunted house.
Yeah.
But a fun house could be interesting as well.
What is fun about it?
I don't know.
Gotta find your way out. Can't see, can't hear. Good luck.
That sounds horrifying. That would be a horrifying game.
Yes.
That'd be more frightening than PT.
There's no save points, are there?
No, I don't think so. Unless, can you press start? Which is no longer start, it's options. Because that's how controllers work now.
Because why?
Because stupidity.
I have to go up there.
Oh, good call.
There we go.
I would have been... You're much better at navigating than I would be. I would just be standing in the corner and be like, well... I'm just going to start running at things.
I've played a game here and there.
I think...
good for you.
Yeah. I think you get better logic than you do.
Yeah, I just kind of just...
I think this is kind of a logic-based game, and...
Oh, do you have to go
honest
across...
with you, Watson.
Oh, I think you're just about done with this game.
That's the bridge I saw earlier, but I'm really afraid of that giant thing. The giant colossi that was throwing fire out of its anus. Fiery anus.
Also sounds like me earlier today.
Oh, did you hear about Chipotle?
What happened with Chipotle? Thank you.
At
food
BC?
poisoning?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily, it happened to BC students, so no one was really harmed.
Right. I mean, because...
They don't count as people.
But right during finals, though, that must be terrible.
That is true. And you might...
Those libraries must be destroyed right now.
And you might think I'm being cruel, because, like, obviously I feel for them having food poisoning must be awful, but me and John are from UMass, so fuck BC.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's all I have to say.
I mean, I really have no total ill will, but...
There's some. A little bit.
I mean, whatever.
So does anyone else have anything to say? Because I just check out PSX, PlayStation Experience, check out all those trailers, a lot of cool games.
Yeah.
I really got... No, I mean,
did that beer stuff with Anheuser bullying people.
Bastards.
So, I actually don't know how much time we...
This is about where we would break before a game, but I'm afraid to interrupt this thing.
We can keep playing this. I honestly think you're right near the end of the game. So we can push through and keep talking about random stuff.
Do you think Rob's about to finish? Is that what you're saying?
I'm hoping.
You're hoping.
So close.
You're hoping that Rob's...
I've never had another man finish in my house.
I don't like that thing.
Doubt that very much, Playboy.
What? At least I hope not.
Real quick, I got a beer review coming up soon on the website.
Okay.
It is old favorite, not an old favorite, old favorite brewery.
Oh, your friend's reps.
Good old Narragansett, classic Narragansett. They came out with a new beer, which is a sort of a Helles. They labeled it as a Helles, although I disagree, but it's still a good beer.
Sure.
So I have that coming up, and then I really am going to not actually to spite you, Watson, but I really am going to make an effort to do more beer reviews because
Good, because Cam never did any.
Well, that and just I enjoy doing them, and quite frankly, our website needs more content. We need more stuff other than video game stuff.
All I've been doing is videos. Some of them get good comments. Some of them are lost to the YouTube gods.
Yeah. Not much you can do there.
No, it's more like you get one good video and then eventually you get good.
I think I'm supposed to go this way, actually.
Maybe you go that way? Who knows? I actually don't know what's going on. I thought you were supposed to keep going that way. Maybe you go to the moon? Is there a building that you have to go
To the moon!
Follow the dude. I think the dude knows where
Where's
to go.
the dude?
I don't know. You asked the dude.
Blowing me this way, and I thought I saw what looked like some kind of structural thing.
Yeah, go to the stairs.
One of those.
I didn't have dinner and I drank some beer. Okay, so
Yay.
we're gonna go up yonder, if the game will allow me.
You're getting blown pretty hard.
God, I would be such a bitch right now with all that snow on me.
Yeah, so for people listening at home, Rob is a dude in a giant parka with a scarf in a frozen tundra.
And no toes, just kind of needle feet.
Just kind of needle feet.
That's my
Which is
cool.
My upcoming EP is going to be called Needle
Which
Feet.
is best for walking through snow and sand.
Precisely.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
It's the perfect combination of stuff and other stuff. Look at me knowing English and whatever.
Yeah, no one would ever say that about you. That you know English or whatever. Hey, there's your dude. It's fine. We're all good
There
here.
you go. We're fine. Me fit.
All right, so why don't we? You want to take a short break here?
Yeah, Rob, is there a pause button on that thing?
Option is...
You sit down.
Option makes me sit.
That's good enough.
Should we do that? Should I just sit for a while?
Let's just sit it out for a minute.
While
you
we
know?
figure things out.
You're kind of in a cave. You're a good, in between transitional period.
Okay.
I vote we take a quick break and then we come back to something.
He's embroidering my scarf with the power of his thoughts.
How nice of him. He's keeping it warm for you.
Like a sir.
I think that's a smiley face he's putting out there.
He is. He has no mouth, but I can tell.
Yay. Alrighty. We're back for the second part.
Yeah, welcome back to the Push Start Pubcast. Your home for news and reviews on chicks and boobs.
Alright.
Alright.
That's us. We've got all the news and reviews on that.
So, I'm not sure what happened, but the second person that was here literally just vanished into thin air.
Yay.
So
That's
it's
okay.
just me. I'm not sure what's happening. But while I'm going to try to finish this game, we're going to try to play another game here in real life.
It's like Gameception.
Yeah, Gameception. So while I'm playing this game, we're playing another game. I call it VG Super Fight. VG stands for video game.
Oh, okay.
And not for vagina gunk or whatever else you were thinking about.
That is what I was thinking. How did you know that?
That was actually the furthest thing from my mind.
Well, here we are. So how the game in real life is going to work is there's a card game called Super Fight. It's made by the same people who do Cards Against Humanity, but we're adapting it so that instead of the regular character cards, we're going to use video game characters. So we've each written down 7 different video game characters. We shuffle the deck, and in addition to video game characters, we've each chosen one goofy random character from wherever we've experienced them in our life. So there's a whole bunch of video game-esque cards, and then you add attributes to them. So,
I'm going to go first.
So we'll explain as we go along. So Watson picks up 1 character card and then 2 attribute cards, and John does the same. And I will be the judge based on who's... So you build a character, and then you each argue who would win in a fight, and then the group decides who would win in a fight. And while they're looking at their characters and deciding, I am going to figure out what to do here. And
Did you fall off a cliff?
So wait, do we tell each other who we have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you go first, Juan.
I have Master Chef.
Master Chief.
Master Chief.
Great job.
What game is that from? Is that from
Bioshock.
Bioshock? That's right. Okay. Yeah.
Halo.
And I also have
Sean!
He Can't Stop Laughing, and can take the form of anything water-based.
Okay.
Aren't we all water-based? Well, I guess we're carbon-based.
There's water inside of us.
Yeah. All right. Interesting.
Over there?
I have Mega Man from the game Mega Man, who can't stop dancing and is wearing rocket-powered roller skates. Now, this is tough for me because Master Chief is a fond character for me. I have played many a Halos and have noticed that Master Chief is, he's the ultimate gladiator, if you will. He has survived multiple wars, multiple battles. He is a warrior. However, rocket-powered roller skates with Mega Man.
With his already rocket-powered arm.
And he can't stop dancing, which is distracting. It's really going to throw off Master Chief, in my opinion. I'm going to have to side with Mega Man in this one. He's tinier, he's more agile. Master Chief is kind of slow, he's getting old. He's all butthurt about Cortana.
But
His mind's not in the game.
Going backwards.
I feel like I'm going backwards. Yeah, no, I know I'm going backwards.
So, for me, Master Chief. Now, with his can't stop laughing, that's like the Lion King, those hyenas, those crazy motherfuckers, that's some mental games right there. Get in your head. And that can take the form of anything water-based, he'll turn into a puddle. Your guy will just slip right through them and fall on his ass. Then all that laughing will compound on him. More embarrassment, he'll just run away. Chief will shoot him in the head.
So you're telling me that a laughing puddle will beat Mega Man dancing on rocket power roller skates?
Yeah, because Chief will have a gun and shoot him after he falls in the
Mega
puddle.
Man has a gun.
He has a Mega Blaster.
Yeah, which is
a Mega Blaster.
which is definitely considered a gun.
And it is. I'm just being specific.
I'm gonna have to go with Mega Man. I'm sorry, Master Chief. Love you, my homeboy. Shouts to Halo. However, rocket-powered roller skates for the win. I'm just telling you right now. Can't stop laughing. That's intimidating for a bit. But if you're constantly laughing, that's no good. That's no good. How can you focus or aim correctly if you're laughing?
You throw a grenade.
That's not gonna
You
work.
need to aim for a grenade to work.
Well, you sort of do. Yeah, actually, a little bit.
You can't just throw it at the wall and expect it to hone in on wherever you want it to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of grenades you're using.
How do you think I play video games?
Not well, apparently. All right,
just
Rob.
just like Rob right now.
Rob, deciding factor here.
Damn it.
I also want to point out that Master Chief is going to have those Alex Mack-esque powers. I don't know if you remember that show from Nickelodeon back in like '93.
A little bit. Wait. Alex Mack? Was she the one who could turn into silver water or whatever?
Exactly. And you know how much the government wanted her. She must have some badass powers.
That was a blast from the past.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Master Chief with his training, combined with her liquid ability, some cool shit right there.
Doesn't matter. If you can't stop laughing, you can't aim a weapon.
It's not a...
Have you ever tried to shoot anything while laughing hysterically?
Yeah, I've played a lot of games against pretty bad people, so yes.
And you just have been laughing uncontrollably?
Sometimes.
Yeah, also...
You saw me play Medal of Honor.
First of all, holding a controller... Holding a controller is a little different.
Yeah. Well, it's...
Than actually holding a gun and aiming.
If he has the dexterity for it, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Rob, be the deciding factor, please.
I think Master Chief definitely has a tactical war experience advantage, but if he can't stop laughing, I'm not convinced he's going to be able to do anything productive. So I will have to give this one to Mega Man.
Yes!
I find that bullshit.
Nailed it.
Good job.
You're trash to me, Mega Man.
Trash to me, Mega Man. All right, Watson, why don't you take over? So that
I don't know the controls, but I'm going to figure it out.
It's literally forward and then circle to do the button thing.
Can I not fly right now?
Not right now, no, because your scarf is empty. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, now John won, so he's going to
way.
keep his character, and he's going to face my new character. So just remind
that's
everyone...
where he needs to go. Look, the giant mountain.
Oh, that looks like it makes sense. Okay.
So it is, Mega Man who can't stop dancing and is wearing rocket-powered roller skates.
And he's fighting against Crash Bandicoot from the Crash Bandicoot series, armed with dynamite on a velocipede.
The fuck's a velocipede?
Is it at all like a velociraptor? Because
I feel like it's not. I think it's a bicycle.
that's what? That's
But
terrible.
still,
That's a
John,
great name.
I'm
for
just
such
gonna
a,
say he has dynamite. He has the advantage right now.
I mean, that's definitely true.
Crash Band. But yeah, yes, but Mega Man
Uh
has
oh.
the
Oh,
distance.
How do I get out of
advantage.
this?
You're boned.
No, I can make it. No, I can't.
No, you're boned.
Watson, I gave you the controller for
Wow.
60 seconds, and you've been hit by something.
I just saw him. I'm trying to get to cover. There's some right there.
Clearly.
Velocipedes.
Look, right here. There's cover. Let me just chill out and wait until that dude shows back up, and I'll go around him.
A velocipede is an early form of bicycle
Wow, you're right on.
propelled by working pedals on cranks fitted to the front axle.
Sounds way more badass than it really is.
It does sound badass. So, Crash Bandicoot on an old-timey bicycle armed with dynamite. Okay, so I'm super fast because I'm on a bicycle,
Well, naturally.
and I'm armed with dynamite, so I can throw it at you. Or I
Okay.
could like strap it to the bike and then jump off the bike and jump at you.
Okay.
Come at me, bro.
I mean, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Go
However,
back that way.
in terms of raw speed, I think the rocket-powered roller skates is going to beat you. That being said, I'm also dancing.
You are. You can't stop dancing.
I can't stop dancing.
And I'm wondering how well you're able to ride the roller skates while dancing.
Well, I go to some roller discos, in the spare time. So
Oh yeah.
I think. Well, I mean, by
That's
that.
great, but what about Mega Man?
By that, I mean Mega Man does obviously.
I thought you were gonna go through the gates here.
Was that where we came from?
I don't
No.
think so.
No, you.
Oh,
No.
then I'm going back this
Yeah,
way.
go through the gates.
Okay.
Come on,
I couldn't remember where we came from.
That's your main problem right there, Watson.
Okay, so
No, I'm inside. Get me inside. Oh, get back inside.
Get in.
I'm in. I'm fine. We're good. Anyway.
Oh,
Oh, I'm not okay.
Didn't matter.
Yeah, that
That didn't help.
didn't work as well as you thought it would, did
Wait,
it?
what did you do to your scarf?
It gets smaller whenever you get hit.
Oh, you got
No, you've undone. You
all
literally
the work
unraveled
that I
all of the
did.
work that
Look at those spikes.
is
Roboman put
gone.
in.
And there's a good chance I'm going to die.
Wow, you're just despicable.
Well,
You know?
while you're
also pretty sure this is
ruining
where we
everything
came
I
from.
worked
It's
on.
no, you fell off a cliff to get where you were coming from. You can't go back.
Go back and press the circle button.
I did press the circle button when I was
At
next
those
to these
things.
Yeah, I did
Okay,
that.
go away.
Your thing's so weak now it doesn't even activate shit. Anyways, we gotta get back to the game
yeah.
at hand
It's
here.
Crash Bandicoot with dynamite.
You think so?
Yeah,
All right.
that's it.
All right, then I
He's
guess that settles it.
He has dynamite.
All right, one for Rob.
All right.
Like, honestly, he has dynamite and he has fast transportation.
You think an old-timey bicycle is faster than rocket-powered roller skates?
I think that Mega Man, specifically a Mega Man controlled by you, is not coordinated enough to do
It's not
anything.
controlled by him.
Said
it's
the
just
guy
a
that
Mega
just
Man.
lost like half of.
I'm getting them back, maybe.
No, you're
No.
definitely not.
You broke it.
Anyways, all right. So do I draw or does he draw?
So now
Give me that.
it's
You
Watson's turn.
Well, I found the place at least.
So circle makes those things glow. And then walk is the other option.
Okay.
Walk and glow. Those are your two choices.
Oh, so I got a grunt from Halo and can read minds and eliminate all attributes in this fight.
So
So
basically,
get
I'm
rid of all.
invincible.
So, no wait. So that means I think get rid of all the attributes. So then it's just a Grunk from Halo versus Crash Bandicoot. Who's
Oh, I
gonna
thought
win.
my ability was that I could get rid of all your abilities, but that sounds fun.
no, it sounds
I
like.
think it's get rid of all the abilities.
So I don't think I'm gonna. Well,
Does the
What-
Grunk have the pistol?
yeah, a grunt will have a gun. So in that case, I do have a little bit of advantage over Crash Bandicoot.
Because Crash Bandicoot spins super fast, but he has a gun. But I think Crash Bandicoot's smart enough not to get in the way.
Maybe, but a grunt
Come
has to deal with Master Chef.
Well, I mean, that's assuming that Master Chief is there.
Yeah,
Right.
but like,
But
Master
Crash
Chef
is like
is...
Tasmanian Devil Mach 30.
I'd say
spinning.
a grunt has a plasma pistol and or plasma grenades. What does Crash Bandicoot have?
Dynamite.
His
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 attributes
heart.
are gone with my card of elimination.
So it's everyone's attributes are gone?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a grunt versus Crash Bandicoot. And I have weapons. Crash doesn't. He has like a spin dash.
Yeah, but he's crafty.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a gun and grenades.
He also has a double jump.
He has double jump, he has a belly slam, he has a slide, he has a spin.
Grunts have birthdays.
Grunts have birthday. Grunts
Wait, what?
run away.
There's a thing
Grunts
called
are-
birthdays. Yeah, they know how to survive.
No, they are cowards, they run.
Exactly, they won't get killed.
So therefore Crash will hunt them down. He's not afraid of anything
Otherwise,
because he's too stupid to
Exactly.
be afraid of anything.
Alright, so what do you think?
I vote Crash.
I vote Crash.
Fuck you, Rob, you don't get a vote.
Yeah, I get 2 votes now.
You're dead
I
to
get
me.
2 points.
Alright, hand it
Woohoo.
back. John, you're up again.
All
Oh, we're
right.
getting blown.
Watson, so help me Jesus, if you blow this now. We're
I'm
so
getting
close to
blown
the
right
rounds.
now.
So
No, you're not. I'm watching you not get blown.
I was getting blown.
nice, classic. Blast from the past here. We got Spike.
Oh no! No!
Spike from Ape Escape. And Spike can control weather and is armed with holy hand grenades. I think that's pretty clear right there.
So Spike has holy hand grenades and can control weather.
Yes.
But Crash Bandicoot has dynamite on a velocipede.
I don't think that's
Bicycle.
enough. Don't think that's enough. I could control the wind to just take you off your bike.
I am the wind. I'm Crash Bandicoot.
So I don't know who Spike is. Who's he?
From Ape Escape.
I never played that game.
What? Missing out.
Yeah.
Ape Escape is an amazing PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah.
It was
that
amazing.
should come back with emulation.
It was amazing because it was one of the first games to require the analog joysticks.
Yeah,
as
I remember
opposed-
not having one and trying to play, and I was like, wait, what? I can't play this?
It
So I
wouldn't
had to
let
go out
you.
and get one, yeah. Yeah, that was kind of a new... I remember, that game was kind of hard, too. But, yeah, in this respect, I'm gonna have to side with Spike here. Controls the weather. Controls the weather.
But Spike's also like an 11-year-old kid, so I don't know if he knows how to use the hand grenades.
Well, but it's a holy hand grenade. I mean, God will guide him, surely.
You count to 4 and throw.
That was 3.
1, 2, 4.
3, my lord.
I'm gonna have to go
I
with
thought it was 5. Was it 1, 2, 5? No, it was 1, 2, 5.
Who are you going with?
Yeah, but he keeps mixing up 3 and 5, doesn't he?
I thought it was 4, but whatever. I'm going with holy hand grenades
Alright.
and controlling the weather.
Heyo.
Very good. So John has 2, Rob has 2, Brian has goose egg.
Big old
And
goose
you're in the middle. I'm pretty sure that shining tower is where you need to go.
Yes.
And it's gonna take a long time to get there.
Yeah, this is
Anyway,
This is weird because this part of the game is still fun, but there's no reason for it to be fun.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of cool.
Just walking.
also I'm Pac-Man. I can turn into any vehicle, and I have 3-foot fingernails.
Oh, gross. Wait, he doesn't have fingers, though.
He is just
he does
the
in the 3D
nails.
version. And in Super Smash Bros. He has hands.
That's frightening.
Yeah, he has hands now.
That's
It's
gonna
weird.
haunt me. I have nightmares about that.
So Pac-Man essentially is a Transformer, but with Wolverine claws.
Well, no. First of all, 3-foot fingernails are not adamantium frickin' like death claws, okay? Big difference there.
Talk to LaQuisha outside the club. Those fingernails are gonna hurt you.
I won't do that, and I don't know who that is.
It's a very stereotypical name I made on that.
God, Watson.
But you can turn into any vehicle. I'll run Spike over. I'll hit him with my truck. That's
Yeah.
me.
And then I'll just drop a holy hand grenade and boom, game over.
The
We
truck.
all die.
But then the truck would blow up. And it would be. I'd still, in spirit, win. All you can do is tie. Because I can turn it into a freaking jet. Can you throw?
That's true.
Can you throw a grenade at a jet?
No, but I can strike it with lightning.
I can dodge that.
No, you can't. You can't dodge lightning. Who
You
can
can-
dodge lightning?
Thor.
Okay, well, Thor, that's not fair. That's not a good argument.
I could turn into Thor. vehicle Thor. I can turn it into Thor-mobile.
What? No.
That's a Master of None reference. Sorry, that's like the third week in a row I've made one of those.
Rob, help us out here.
I'm really drawn into, like, the mountain has disappeared into clouds.
Where's the shiny beam?
I've been walking
You're
towards
going the
it,
right way.
and then it went away.
I think you're just too frozen.
I think
You're
you're
like
kind of
super
close to
frozen.
dying.
Yeah, because the scarf's gone. Yeah, how can you stay warm without a scarf, Watson?
Fine.
Wait a minute. No.
Oh.
What?
Boom, face down in the snow, dead forever.
Wait.
On that note, Rob,
Who wins?
Would it be nice if you could control the weather in this situation?
It would be.
What if you had 3-foot fingernails and just
I-
stab someone in the penis?
So
Whoa, Jesus Christ! Why is that where you go to with that?
So in my mind, it is like any vehicle versus hand grenades.
Yeah.
But they're holy hand grenades, so I'm gonna go with the hand grenades.
Woo!
And
Spike
this is
for
the end of the game, I
win.
think.
Wait, is this really the end?
I think so.
Okay, so John has 3 for victory. 3 equals victory, but now we have to figure out what's going on here. Because I was walking, you saw me do it. I was walking towards, the mountain, and then I froze to death, apparently.
But now I think what's happening now is that you ascend to one of those white dudes. Because look at how big your scarf just got.
Got really big. It
Oh,
would have been
it's-
bigger, Watson, if you hadn't fucked it up earlier.
I know,
Well,
right?
to be fair, one of them
Screw the
was the first time I ever touched the controller, and the second time I thought I was safe in that
Yeah,
bunker.
but you were watching me the whole time. Whoa, where am I going?
You went Super Saiyan, Rob. Deal with it.
That happens. Sometimes. Oh, okay, you missed it.
Are you steering, or are you just...
Oh, I can steer. Oh, jeez.
Smash into them.
Just
destroy
probably
them.
Probably don't do that. Don't listen to Watson at all.
Sorry, we're watching an incredibly beautiful game.
Yeah.
Like I said, get Journey.
Whoa.
It's very, very pretty. Watch the video if you have any questions. You can fast forward, you can rewind. It's just incredibly beautiful. You should at least look at the gameplay. Because Rob has done a fantastic job of guiding us through this game.
It's really been an adventure. It's such a short period of time.
It has.
The landscape has changed quite a bit. There's been nice environment changes. You get a nice kind of mix of just adventuring and kind of platforming.
So, Rob, I want you to finish this game up because we're literally at the end of it, I think. And I'm
Okay,
going to go
someone-
again.
Yeah, draw one more.
Yeah, make another fight happen.
Okay. Rob, I kind of hate you for this because this is yours.
How do you know?
The paperclip from old Microsoft Word documents.
Read the cartoon.
10 of them. The top half is blank. Draw another character card from the deck.
Ooh.
Alright.
The top half of the paperclip
Is Luigi from Super Smash Brothers.
What the fuck?
in the bottom half of
And
the
there's 10
paperclip.
of them.
It looks like you're in a fight. Can I help?
Yeah, it does say that. So basically what I'm going with is that he would have infinite knowledge of computers and Luigi's randomly good fighting ability from Super Smash Brothers. And there's 10 of them.
These green balls. I'm gonna.
He's got
yeah.
green fireballs.
I'm not even gonna try to argue with that one. That's like
'Cause
really.
It's a
It's-
fucked up creature.
It's exactly that. Like that to me right there. Just the appearance is enough to just set me off. Where I would just be totally couldn't be in.
No.
Not in.
John forfeits this one.
I don't have fighting spirit anymore.
Fighting spirit!
I have lost my fighting spirit.
That's an inside joke.
I no longer wish to combat 10 half paperclip Luigis. That's just horrifying.
I'm running through the sky, you guys. It's so beautiful.
You're running out of juice. Oh wait, guess
No, you're
Thank
fine.
you, mushroom ribbons.
All right, here we go.
John,
So, am I alive yet?
I
now?
I don't know.
You're something. You're something.
You're something. Dragon!
Right.
Okay, so here we go. I got Commander Shepard from Mass Effect, who believes he is invisible, and his clothes are way too big. Wow. I
That's-
was like, okay, Commander Shepard, sweet. That's gonna be an easy battle.
That's not great.
Um,
Who thinks he's invisible?
And his clothes are way too big.
I think I might have this one. just because this sounds like a derpy Commander Shepard.
It's super derpy. He's gonna like walk around like, you know, pretending that no one can see him, wearing like baggy ass. I picture like his like kind of gangster style, and his like pants are sagging down. Yeah, he's not winning that. There's no shot.
No, that's not even an argument. John just got two bad ones in a row with my Luigi.
Rob, do you want to take a go at it, or you want me to go one more?
Why don't you go one more?
You're in the zone. I feel you.
You're absolutely enthralled by this absolutely beautiful game.
I look like what's the Pokemon
You're a beautiful
bird that's thunder? Zapdos.
I was gonna go with Ho-Oh, but I like yours too.
Oh my god, I'm right there.
All right. So, Dr. Nefarious from Ratchet and Clank, but there are 100 of them.
Ooh.
But they think the floor is actually lava.
Oh god, that might be difficult. Because I'm outnumbered 10-1.
You're definitely outnumbered. I feel like numbers alone.
But their mobility would be very limited. But Nefarious would have a gun, so I think he would win that. But you never know. Luigi could do his like spinning headbutt thing, like his side B in Super Smash Brothers, and just like take him out. He could fall down and think he's in lava, and just be like, "Ah, lava, lava! Oh
no!" He could, but there are 100 of them.
But then I'd use my paperclip, and he's a robot, so maybe I get magnetically stuck to him.
I don't think paperclips are actually robots. I don't think that.
No, Dr. Nefarious is a robot.
Oh.
So, Rob, what do you think? Who wins there?
Luigi Paperclip versus Nefarious.
There's 10 of me and 100 of him, but he thinks that the floor is lava.
The floor is lava.
Regardless of the floor being lava, one Luigi Paperclip versus 100 of those.
No, it's 10.
Oh, 10.
It's 10 versus... It's a 10-on-1 situation, essentially.
I mean, you still don't want to fuck with a paperclip, because that pointy end will hurt you. But I am going to go with Dr. Nefarious.
Yeah, Dr. Nefarious is probably the good call there. Alright, I'm going to go once more while Rob finishes this up.
I have to say, for the people who are listening to this on iTunes, I feel bad. If you don't have a way of watching this... You're not getting the experience of this game, whether or not you think Let's Plays are worthwhile or not. Please watch this on the website just to check out the game, because this is
like, the full game too.
Yeah, this is one of the most beautiful games I've seen in a very long time.
I might need to break this up into 2 parts though, just because it's gonna be a bitch of an upload.
So,
what do you got?
Oh,
I have Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. But unfortunately for me, she can't stop sobbing, and she's wearing one of those cones they put on pets to keep them from licking themselves.
There's no shot.
No, I think I might forfeit this one.
I think you should.
Because there's no way Lara could win that. She's crying, and she has a cone on her head, so that's going to limit what she can do battle-wise.
Yeah. No, you're boned.
No, I'm absolutely fucked in this case.
Not the good kind of boned.
No,
kind of
Laura,
boned.
I think you're screwed. Yeah. Let's try with a different one.
Sorry, Laura.
Okay, I have Donald Trump in a blimp, and...
Whoa, fireworks.
I might have gotten the best card, which is Mega Fighter. Left leg is... Garrus from Mass Effect. Right arm is...
That's it! We beat it!
We did it!
Rob beat it.
Scuba Steve from
Big
Daddy featuring Adam Sandler.
I'm Scuba Steve.
The left arm is my character Futbucker from Bloodborne. And... Oops. I got 2 there by accident. And the right arm is Zangief from Street Fighter.
Oh, wow. Well,
so it's Donald Trump with Garrus as a left leg, Scuba Steve as a right leg, Futbucker as the left arm, and Zangief as the right arm.
Fucking Donald Trump would be the base for this character, wouldn't it?
So Garrus, the leg, would have a sniper rifle. Scuba Steve could give me the aquatic advantage and some comedy, and he would teach me some lessons. Futbucker would have his like saw cleaver, so he would just cut you the fuck up and use his blood powers, and Zangief would wrestle you with his arm. While Donald Trump would say incredibly racist and demeaning things to you.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, even if that was verse 100, I think you might win that one.
Yeah, I kind of have the ultimate being there.
Well, yeah, and it's a hideous, hideous creature.
I think I might have won this with the Mega Fighter.
I think you did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that one to you.
So should we wrap it up on that one?
I
Well,
think
let's read the rest of these before we go. So let's see what else we got.
So these are all characters that we wrote in place of the cards.
Princess Peach from Mario, Super Meat Boy, Bomberman. This one was mine. Any French character from the Saboteur. The guy that yells Sean in Heavy Rain.
Sean! Sean!
That was mine as well.
Hey, Sean!
Moby from SSX Tricky. Crash Bandicoot. And Aggro the Horse from Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, the horse.
Could have had some good battles there.
I wanted Sean to be in there, but he was at the bottom of the deck. Oh, man.
So this is a very
So we played an amazing game, and we had a pretty good podcast. Kind of lost focus watching this beautiful game, but that makes
I
people... You should
apologize to
watch
those who are
it.
listening, but you guys should really check out the...
We still had good content in there.
No,
it was,
yeah,
It was
absolutely.
hidden amongst the stupidity.
To be fair, like, none of our conversation lined up with the game very well at all.
No, not at all.
No,
But,
not
like,
especially.
occasionally we chimed in and went, oh, look at that. But, like, the game is... It's just fun to look at.
Definitely worth checking out. How much did it cost? Was it...
Normally I think it's $11.99, but I got it yesterday for $8.99, which is still, I mean, it's only a 2-hour game, but I think you could put like 5 hours into it and do like a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure there's much more you can...
I'm sure there's like a whole collectibles thing, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah,
I don't know
it
what the
really
fuck was
it
going
really
on,
is kind
but
of
it
a
was
nice
cool.
game. It's nice thing to just sit down one day. The music sound we really, like didn't really get the music in this, but the score
You
sounded
can
beautiful.
buy the soundtrack for $2, which I might do.
It's kind of just a nice game. I think it's kind of very relaxing. Probably a nice game to play on maybe like a chill Sunday night or something like that.
It only takes a couple hours, so it's
If you
just
need to
fantastic.
relax, if you've had a hard day at work,
It's
you need a good
very
cry.
it's very relaxing.
feel like
It's
this-
nothing like super intense or very demanding.
This is definitely a relaxing game. This and like Minecraft, I could see as being like super relaxing.
I think I went to heaven or something.
Yeah, you did something.
Because I froze to death and then I was
Oh, now
brought
you're back where you
just
started.
to fly.
It's a loop.
It's a no.
You're in what do you call it?
If that's the trick,
Limbo.
oh, that would be.
I don't know what it is.
Kind of cool. If that was the trick, it was just like an endless loop. But
Companions met along the way. Oh, there were people.
So those were
Other people were playing. Cool.
Wait.
Shout out to these guys.
Rick,
So those guys are actually
37,
characters.
no way.
Yeah.
Aviel, Specs 42, Diesel Punk 21.
Shout out to all of those
Wow.
guys.
Okay, so I was interacting.
So that's
with
why
real
that guy
people.
randomly disappeared.
And why he sat down with you.
And why he had a bigger scarf.
Interesting.
Alright, so wrap it up.
Yeah, it's a good place to wrap it up. Thanks for listening, and keep an eye out a new beer review on Narragansett's Reanimator.
May the beers be bitter but always drinkable. May the games be challenging but always winnable. And may the podcast always kick ass. Or something like that. One of the
Pretty
two.
fucking awesome, but yeah, kick ass works too. I like
Whatever.
that. Yeah,
I just watched Kick Ass 2 last night.
Nice.
Always kick ass.
Always kick ass.
Well,
Are you
I hope-
starting a new
I hope you're ready
journey,
for 2
Rob?
more hours because I'm starting over.
Also, a very special thanks to Mr. Rob McCarthy.
Oh,
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome
Thanks for
here.
having me.
Literally anytime.
Yeah. No, this was fun.
'Cause
I'm
other people
I'm
just
slowly
didn't pay
working my
attention.
way in place of frog cheese and
Frog Cheese McDouble.
frog cheese McDouble with mac sauce. Yeah.
Alrighty then. I'm
I'm
gonna push the button real quick.
Okay.
Not too quick though.
Wait. You have to wait for the signal. I'm not here a lot, but at least I know the signal. Bwat. You gonna let me do it?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, this is fucking magical. Bwat. Push that fucking button.
Alright.
Satisfying, isn't it?
It is.
It's kind of a nice command that
Like
you
my
can give.
day is complete
Right?
saying that. Yeah.
It's kind of, yeah.